Hi everyone. Good evening, guys. I am Rebecca from ChemKnits, and tonight I will be opening up the February 2019 KnitCrate membership and sock crate, talking about what's inside. But before we get to the unboxing, I want to talk about some KnitCrate changes that are happening. I know that some of you are subscribers to one or more of the different subscription boxes, whereas other of you might not be, but maybe have been wanting to join. And so they made an announcement a week ago or so. And so I wanted to share it with all of you. Basically, KnitCrate used to offer 4 main subscription services: the KnitCrate membership and the sock crate, which I've been unboxing for, I think I've been unboxing the KnitCrate membership one for about a year now. And that is hand dyed in their mills, and it's their exclusive colorways, and it's really, really fun. 2 other subscriptions that they offered were the Artisan Crate and the Artisan Sock Crate. And unfortunately, they're discontinuing those. These Artisan Crates featured a different indie dyer each month. And so the yarn bases would vary. They used a lot of different types of sock yarns, and you got to learn about a different dyer each month. And to be perfectly honest, so I'm a KnitCrate affiliate, and KnitCrate sends me these for free. I think if I was going to go and sign up on my own, I would have picked the Artisan Crates, mainly because that's sort of like, I love seeing what different people come up with, and that's, I think, so cool. There are a few reasons, and I think they are legitimate reasons for why they're discontinuing the Artisan Crates, but I'm still really disappointed. I thought that, the relationship between a subscription service and a lot of indie dyers, I thought that relationship was really, really cool. And they're still going to have that relationship. It's just going to be different. I think that the KnitCrate subscriptions maybe have grown to a point where a lot of indie dyers just can't handle the number of skeins needed for the subscription each month. Not to mention, in order to showcase more luxury yarn bases and other things, it was hard to stay within the price point. So what they're going to start doing, and I'm not sure if this is coming in March or when this is officially going to start. What number? Sorry about that. I think that there's still going to be a relationship between KnitCrate and indie dyers, and they're planning on releasing kits into the Membership Central shop, where I believe discounts and points will still apply. And so these will be more standalone kits that presumably will come with the yarn and patterns, and then they can showcase more colors, have smaller batches, and I think that is really, really cool. But it's not really a subscription anymore. So I'm not sure entirely how all that's going down. If you are a current subscriber to an Artisan Crate, your membership will automatically transfer to the KnitCrate membership or the Sock Crate subscription. If you had prepaid for your Artisan Crates, they will be refunding the extras. And I guess if you're a subscriber, there's an email with all those details. But if you're disappointed and you want to cancel, you can cancel before the 1st of the month, and you won't be charged on March 1st, and you won't get these crates. One thing that is really weird to me still is that if you go to the KnitCrate website, the Artisan Crates still show up, and it's still currently an option to sign up for them. I mean, I suppose technically they're still the February crate, so someone could sign up for that, but I don't know. I wish that they emailed everybody, but I wish that they had this information on their website to make it clear that they're not offering that option anymore. So that's, I don't know, just a little bit odd to me. So yeah, let me see if I missed anything. Yeah, so each month KnitCrate will introduce us to a new artist who's making something beautiful. Whether they're creating hand-dyed masterpiece or carefully blending unique fibers together, we know you'll love, these dyers have created a unique pop-up shop with us that features their yarn and fresh patterns designed just for their release. So I'm curious if this will feel like a trunk show, if this will be kits. One concern I know people have had is that like it'll sell out, like the Malabrigo crates that come out quarterly, how that sells out really, really fast. So I honestly don't know very much. Maybe they give a note if you subscribe to the Artisan Now. Yeah, I mean, they did send this email out to all current subscribers, and if you are a current Artisan Crate or Artisan Sock Crate subscriber, you will get the February Artisan box. It's just going forward with March. Everybody will be getting the two that I'm going to be opening up today, sort of the flagship ones. And as you can see from my videos, I have been really, really happy with the majority of the yarns that I've received. There's a couple that, you know, I was not the biggest fan of, mainly because of how the pattern that they put along with the yarn, but not only did I let you guys know, I actually let KnitCrate know my disappointment directly. So we'll see if any changes on that respect come up going forward. There are some, that's upside down. There are some cool changes that will be coming to the KnitCrate membership and Sock Crate that I'm not sure exactly when they're going to announce that, but I think that it's something that people will be really, really excited about. Yeah, so I mean, like, I understand the idea. I'm disappointed, but I'm sort of reserving a little bit of judgment to see how they move forward, because who knows, maybe it was like, I know that I certainly wouldn't be able to dye yarn for a capacity to, I wouldn't be able to dye enough yarn to like fill like an order for a bunch of subscription boxes. I wouldn't even be able to do enough for a pop-up shop, but I know single team indie dyers who can do trunk shows and who might be able to do the pop-up shop. So maybe this is gonna like broaden the different types of indie dyers that they can feature, in which case that would be really, really cool. I hope that in the Inspirations magazine that comes, which I guess I'll show once I get to the actual unboxings, it'll be nice if they feature the artist in the magazine sort of for everybody to see. And that would be kind of cool. So again, I'm not entirely sure how all this is going to work. You live in the shipping and the price of their, yes. So one of the very big perks of KnitCrate is that it includes the cost of shipping. So the KnitCrate starts at $24.99 and the Sock Crate is $19.95. And I'll talk a little bit more about that as like we go further into this unboxing. But the cool thing about that is that includes the price of shipping everywhere. So whether you're in the US, the UK, Australia, it might take a lot longer to get to Australia than it does to get from Miami to like Massachusetts. But you know, the shipping is currently included. And so that does make it like a really nice option. But let's go to the unboxing. All right, so I think, based on feeling, I think that this is going to be the KnitCrate membership one, because it feels like there are two skeins of yarn. They all come in these happy teal boxes. And let's take a look. Ooh, that is pretty. All right, so today it looks like I got sort of this periwinkle, lavender, bluish. It looks blue on screen. It really is, it feels kind of purple. Maybe it's blurple. But this is really, really pretty. It looks like it's worsted weight, but let me read. Maybe it's thicker than that. Oh, it's DK. Okay, it looks a little thick, but I guess it's really, really fluffy. So this is Audine Wool's Halo DK. The colorway is called Electric Abalone. It's 50% alpaca, 30% merino wool, 20% nylon. DK weight, 236 yards per 100 grams. And all of the yarns for KnitCrate are dyed exclusively for them, hand dyed at their mill. And this is really, really pretty. I'm going to open one of these up so we can see. Okay, so this is very much a tonal, but it does look like it is a bit repeating. So when I say a colorway is repeating, that means that the light sections are pretty much in the same spot all the way around. So it looks more like hand painted versus kettle dyed. It's the same yarn base as the October 2018. Oh, thanks. I try to avoid spoilers as much as possible. So sometimes you guys in the chat have a little more information about the yarns and actually about KnitCrate in general than I do. Occasionally I get some like more information, but oh, and I guess I should say, like, so I mentioned that KnitCrate sends me these for free. I do have an affiliate link. It's in the description. If you use the code ChemKnits20, you can get 20% off your first month. And since it is an affiliate link, I do earn a commission if you use my code or the link, but you are under no obligation to use either. So I just wanted to say that. But yeah, it's really, really soft, and it's really, really pretty. I think that this sort of tonal colorway is something that we've seen a few times, but the problem is in my head, like the KnitCrate membership and the SockCrate sometimes sort of like merge together a little bit. I don't think I have this exact color, but I'm saying the like light and dark sort of hand painted look. I've seen a few times, but I'm not entirely sure if it's on this base. I will share a picture on Instagram later, some pictures of, I think, all the yarns I got through December from like all the different crates, and then like, excuse me, everything all together, and then just the KnitCrate membership and just the SockCrate. So the KnitCrate membership is $24.99. It comes with 200 grams of this hand-dyed yarn. And let's put it there, and we get the Inspirations magazine. So it comes with one knitting pattern and one crochet pattern that you can use this yarn to create. Yeah, Bree, I mentioned that earlier, that the artisan crates are still showing up as available and there's not the announcement on their page. I'm like, well, I mean, it is possible that there are still February ones that you can order, because if you sign up today for like the KnitCrate membership, you'll get the February box. It might be a different colorway. It looks like that there might also be a teal. These are very Rebecca colors. But yeah, there's that. So the Inspirations members magazine always comes with the theme. So the theme for this month is Bold and Beautiful. Bright jewel tones create a month full of color and fun in this month's KnitCrates. Be sure to snag this final month of Artisan and Artisan Sock before these legacy crates disappear from our subscription lineup. Ah, they do mention that in the magazine. Well, so at least there's that, but it doesn't say it on the website. Good vibes only. Here is the inspiration photo for the yarns that they did this month. And I always like seeing the different colors and stuff that are created. Let's find, wait, okay, I'm just looking for the patterns. Okay, fine. So there's always one knitting pattern and one crochet pattern in here. The featured knitting pattern looks like, I can't tell if it's a shawl or a scarf, but it looks really, really pretty. The pattern is called Bellita, and it's designed by Curie Fitzgerald. And let me see. Oh, it's a skinny triangle shawl. It's somewhere between a shawl and a scarf with playful details to accent the unusual shape. So I actually look forward to finding more pictures of that. The crochet pattern also looks like a shawl. That was just one look at it. And that one is called Belle Askew. And it's designed by Jen Hayes Creations. There's another picture of the crochet pattern. And so when you're going through the magazine, the instructions for the patterns are in here. So, which is handy because you have the patterns here in the cool little magazine. But if you don't think you're going to knit it right away and you want them in your Ravelry library, there is a download link in the magazine so you can import the patterns directly into your library. It's really easy. And then like if there's any updates for like any errors or something in the pattern, it can just be corrected and then you have it and it's searchable in your Ravelry library. And I think that that is one of my favorite aspects of everything. It tells a little bit about the knitting designer, the crochet designer. Sometimes they give coupon codes for if they have an Etsy shop, a Ravelry shop. Uh-oh. Did it stop? Uh-oh. Okay, you guys can still see and hear me. I just looked at my computer and saw it like sort of like the spinny thing, and I got nervous that it had stopped. And so I will get, I think I just got the the next yarn spoiled, so I'm not going to turn that page yet. But oh, there's a nice little article about how to perform a crafting reset and sort of like for resolutions and to go back through your stash. But I will come back to this in a moment because let's open up the sock crate. So again, the KnitCrate membership comes with one knitting pattern, one crochet pattern, and you can use all this yarn to make either one of those two patterns. You get 200 grams of this beautiful yarn and shipping for just $24.99, which I think is a really, really good deal. Now, if you are a sock knitter or you really like to knit lace and you really, really like fingering weight yarn, the sock crate might be the one for you. For $19.95, you get the shipping and you get 100 grams of sock yarn. And so you'll know it's going to be a fingering, maybe was it DK ones? You know you're going to get a sock yarn for sure. But I tend to be more of like a shawl knitter than a sock knitter, but I still love fingering weight yarns. And so here, which I accidentally spoiled for myself, is this beautiful variegated, ooh, and there's some speckles here. This yarn has, this is a kind of a white, but it's a little bluer than typical bare yarn, so it doesn't feel just bare. It feels like there's a tiny bit, like a hint of something there. But I see sort of like a indigo-ish blue, a bright pink, a teal, and let's look at this. This is Natali by KnitCrate. The colorway is called Snow Stylish. It's the cozy sock, which is 75% superwash merino, 15% nylon, and 10% cashmere. Ooh, let's open this up and get a closer look at the colorway. And you look like, there we go. There's like one strand out of place. But so here we go. You can see, are the repeats? No. Okay, I was curious like how even each of them were. So there's a lot of blue, a lot of pink. I say the most blue. And then similar lengths of white and pink, and then green. This is a yarn that would work pretty well for some planned pooling because the The lengths are fairly regular. I don't know. I haven't really tried a plain pulling project, but this is a really, really fun yarn. And I am actually really excited to see what the pattern is. But I really like this like little bit of speckling as the blue transitions into the white. I think that is really, really pretty. Okay, so here is that sock yarn. And the sock crate comes, whoa. Okay, this looks awesome. Check those out. Now, this is some pooling that is happening here. I have a feeling that these colors are sort of spiraling around the sock. So this is definitely not a self-striping yarn. I mean, you can see, I don't think you could necessarily get a whole round on these, but yeah, I think that with the right gauge, you'll either get something that looks like micro stripes, or you can kind of tell here how like it sort of spirals down. And that is just really, really fun. And honestly, when I'd seen this picture, I sort of had assumed that this was going to be the artisan sock crate one. But this might be one of my favorite yarns that I've received. I am really, really excited. And I think I really like this yarn so the socks have a pattern. It's this very sort of fairly simple zigzag down it, but even though there's like a bold pattern in the yarn and the colors itself, I think that it's a really cool like zigzag and spiral. What's it called? It's called Striped Lightning by Mauve Zana Designs. These electrifying socks feature twisted stitches that help the cables pop against the busy background of a variegated yarn. And there's written instructions and charts. Ooh, and they've even color-coded one of the pattern chart with written instructions. So there's some like color coding on the chart itself and in the written instructions. I really, really like that. It's something that I have done myself in the past. I'm a very visual sort of person, so sometimes I color code things and it makes it easier for me to see. But that is so, so cool. And finally, at the end of the magazine, we have a sneak peek for March, which looks like we're going to see browns and greens and pops of sort of a coral is what it looks like. And then maybe some like dusty blues. So it'll be a little more muted than this month is bright. But I think it's still really fun. Only one colorway this month for Sock Crate. I believe from what I've seen in here that there's only one colorway right now for Sock Crate. I wonder if that's going to change more. I know that they have, they've released, I think the design, like the person in charge of like the colorways and stuff, I think her name's Hannah. I haven't ever spoken with her, just the CEO, Rob. I believe that they have released the number of different colorways for at least the KnitCrate membership for the rest of the year. And a lot of times the KnitCrate membership in the past has had 4 different colors. Going forward, this month I think there's 2, and then going further, I think there might be sort of bring it down to 3 colors each month. And I think one of the reasons for that is that some people were upset about getting the same kind of color every month. So if each month there's 4 different colors and you're always getting the blue or the pink or something, then it might feel like you're getting the same thing over and over. But by, I think, reducing the total number of colors options each month, that they can give people a little more variety. But yeah, so that's sort of what I think is happening there. But again, there's one thing that I can't say that I think is going to be a really positive change to the KnitCrate membership. And I know that as a company, KnitCrate really does listen to feedback, both from the perspective The download link is not working on the ChemKnits. Carol, I will check that out. I will check that out immediately after the live stream. And if it does or does not work for me, I will comment on the group. And if it, yeah, I'll check it out. And if it's not working, I will email Rob to let him know. So yeah, I do think that KnitCrate like listens to feedback. I actually had a phone call with Rob in January, and I was able to relay a lot of the feedback that you guys gave me about this, and I passed it on to him. And some things were, I think, really helpful. Like, who knows, maybe they'll do a bare yarn crate at some point. I think that would be really, really, really cool. And I was like, you have inspiration boards, mood boards each month anyway. And you source your own bare yarn and you sell your own bare yarn. So it seems like, yeah, it seems like that could be a really cool thing. And I know that I would be really into that because, that's kind of what I do here. But I think that a lot of other people could be interested in that too. I did hear today that Rob is sending me, they have some new suppliers for their bare yarn bases. And so they're sending me, I'm not quite sure what, I'm getting a package of bare yarn in the next, I'm not sure how long it'll take, but they're putting something together for me. So I'm pretty excited for that. I've dyed one of their yarn bases so far. They gave like their bare marled sock yarn in one of the kit crates, and I had to dye it. And so that video is on the channel. But I am, yeah, really, really excited. Oh, I think something else I should point out. The Inspirations magazine that comes in the sock crate is identical to the one that's in the KnitCrate. So with the sock crate, you're getting 100 grams of yarn, one sock knitting pattern, but you're also getting the other 2 patterns from the KnitCrate membership. So you have access to all 3 patterns. It's just only the sock, unless there happens to be fingering weight yarn in the other crate, which there is sometimes, but only like, yeah, you only have the yarn for like with the sock crate for the sock pattern and the yarns for the other, whatever the other patterns are from the KnitCrate membership. So there is that. But, oh, thank you for testing out the download code. Yeah, I think that it is really, really, really cool that you can import it directly into Ravelry. You think a bare yarn crate with the inspiration photos to work with would be great. We would get to try different bases and get out of our comfort zone that us dyers can easily get into. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like I'm doing the ChemKnits dye-alongs with the inspiration photos, but imagine the fun if we all received like a yarn base and then this inspiration board. And so to just see what so many different people would come up with, it would just be a fun indie dyer community project. Like, I just think that it would be a ton of fun, and I don't think there's anything quite like that out there right now. Certainly I don't have the capacity to like create something like that myself. So I think it would be really, really fun. But I know KnitCrate isn't for everybody. Some people don't like surprises, and for me, it's really easy to be really excited about different yarn colors when I'm getting them for free, because they're yarn and they're pretty, and I love colors and seeing different ways. I love seeing like the yarn base and how it's knitting up, and I just think that that's so fun and cool. I do think that they are a pretty good value for what you're getting. I mean, I think that they retail each skein of yarn for like $24 full price. So yeah, what you're getting for everything is, in my opinion, I think it is a good deal. Right. Yes, there is a ChemKnits Lab Facebook group where we have lots and lots of chatter, and I also gave some my thoughts about the KnitCrate changes there in the group, which is basically what I said here. I I do really like KnitCrate's ability to, they're not afraid to change and try to improve. And I think that that is really, really cool. Oh, Rachel, congratulations! Rachel's getting married tomorrow. Yay! And look, ooh, it's like I knew I'm wearing heart leggings. I didn't know, but yeah, I've been really happy with a lot of the yarns. And yeah, I think that there's just a lot of fun stuff. I like the surprise. Um, I I like a lot of the patterns. I don't always like the pattern that they put with the yarn, but there's a few that have been in my queue for a while that I really want to make. And so ultimately, like, it's sort of like different people have different perspectives, and some people will like something and some people won't. But I think one of the nice things about me doing these unboxings is that you can get a sense and you can go back and look at previous unboxings and see what was inside the boxes, and that can help you decide whether or not this is for you. And if you're a current Artisan Crate or Artisan Sock Crate member and you're a little nervous about the shift and the transition, I will go and post on Instagram pictures of the yarns that I received in 2019. Not 100% of them, but most of them, just so you can get sort of like a sampling of what one person received. I am sent the colors at random, so it's not like they pick the best one for me or anything like that. And yeah, I think that it is a lot of fun. Yeah, the included shipment or included shipping is a really, really big deal. As someone who has a shop and ships, I can say how expensive shipping is. And I think, I don't know, I think that this could be a really, really good gift for a knitter. Oh, yay, I'm glad. I believe all of the sock crates this month are this, and I really butchered re-skating this awesome colorway that gives sort of this like pooling spiral effect on the yarn for the sock crate this month. I love these colors. These are very, very me. And then I think that with the KnitCrate membership, you would get either this color, or it looks like that there's also a teal colorway. And so it's fun that even if you open up, even if you unbox the yarn, like watch these unboxings and haven't opened yours up yet, you might get a different color. And so it's just the yarn base and like, the DK weight and the blend and everything, those will all be the same across the crates. And oh shoot, I lost my train of thought. There has been, I think, pretty good variability in the different yarn bases, at least what I've seen. It's sort of like, yeah, like I think that because there were some things I was like, oh, have I seen that before? But when I laid out everything next to each other, I was like, oh, okay. Like there are like differences. And I think that there's a fair amount of tonals, but there's also subtle speckles and then more wild variegated ones. And so I think that they have to balance a lot of different tastes and color preferences and everything like that. Yeah, I'm really excited. I think I was really, really excited for this month because when I saw like the picture, I like brights, I like purples, and I like teals. And so that is really, really fun. Oh, good, Carol. I'm glad that you got the link to work. Yeah, I think that this is like a really, really good one. I'm really, really excited, and I am really curious to see what ends up happening with the way that they feature indie dyers in their shop going forward. I think that there is a potential for it to be really, really cool. One other added benefit of being a subscriber is that you do get 25% off the Member Central shop. I don't, but you guys do if you're a subscriber. And so they're like, when they list the yarn at say $24 a skein, you would get 25% off the price of that as a current subscriber. So if you wanted the other colorway or needed a few more skeins because you wanted to do an even bigger project, you can go in the shop and find that. which I think is really cool. There are shipping fees on that. And then also each month you're a subscriber, you can earn points, which you can redeem for discounts. I'm not entirely sure how the whole points thing works, but there is sort of like a loyalty rewards program, I guess is the way I would describe it. And whether or not those, like, if the those discounts apply to sort of the pop-up shop, when they start featuring indie dyers in the shop, that would be cool. I think it would be cool if what they do in the shop is more like a trunk show. So instead of just like one kit in a few different colors, maybe, I don't know, maybe it will just be like, hey, here's like a featured artist for the month, and here's like 10 colorways that they do. These ones are a kit that come with a pattern, and then here's some other individual ones. And you know, it's maybe the colorways that they could do some colorways exclusive for KnitCrate or something like that. And that could be pretty fun. Yeah, I don't know. It's easy to hypothesize, but hopefully next month when I do the unboxing, I'll know a little bit more about how that's going to happen. But I did, you know, want to let you guys know my opinions and my thoughts on the matter, because, you know, I do receive these for free, and I'm very, very grateful for that. I truly enjoy opening these up, but I also just, you know, if there's something that I'm not into, I want to be able to share that as well. And so one of, like, I think I have a blog post that I wrote, and which they didn't ask me to write. I just wrote it because I was so excited about KnitCrate. I did like a 10 things I love about KnitCrate. And I think one of the things that was on there is, even though I hadn't received it, was the fact that they had this artisan crate, and the way that they, like, the information that I could find about how they interact with dyers. I thought that was really, really awesome. And so I hope that, you know, the promotion of indie dyers and stuff still becomes like a huge part for this company. But I mean, I think that there just might be that many more subscribers, and so it was hard for a small indie dyer company to keep up with the demand, and so maybe it was harder to find people. There's a KnitCrate March reveal up on YouTube that, oh, they explained the pop-up yarns. See, I wish they said that in an email, because I try to avoid spoilers so that way I can have like a genuine reaction when I'm opening up the yarns. But that's good to know. I'll go see if I can find some text from that. Hannah mentioned in a live that the member special discount will be going through the pop-up shop, and so would the double down codes. Oh, okay, that's great. That's great. Thank you. As I said, sometimes you guys know more than me, because I try so hard. Like, I will read the emails, but I try really hard to avoid spoilers, because I just, yeah, I don't want it spoiled. So then, like, I go and I look for things after the fact. But yeah, so thank you for that. And I will say my hair is a mess right now. Anyway, I think that, you know, the colors this month are awesome, and gosh, they do look really, really nice together too. So I think that you could definitely, if you wanted to go outside the box, you could do some kind of like cowl or shawlette with the fingering weight yarn, and then do some kind of hat, and it would look really nice but not too matching. Yeah, I think that they have really good intentions. I think communication might not be a strong suit of theirs. I know that, yeah, I know that there's like on like the back end that there were times that things weren't like as easy, but I know that anytime I've emailed Rob, he has been extremely responsive and communicative, and has always been very, very helpful responding to any questions that I've had. So yeah, I'm happy to like collect things and pass them along, etc., like as is kind of needed or whatever. But yeah, I wish that they described more about how these pop-ups were going to work in like an email or on their website or something. I have a feeling that it could be really, really cool. And so I might come back and be like, hey, I had all these reservations, but this is awesome. I genuinely hope that that's what I'm going to come and say in March, when hopefully all this will start. But yeah. But yeah, so anyway, I am going to head out. There will be a new dyeing video tomorrow morning. So if you enjoy these, make sure you subscribe. Every month I do a couple regular unboxings, and I also do live streams and yarn dyeing live streams and stuff, and I think we have a lot of fun. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope that if you are a subscriber, that you enjoy these as much as I do. And if you're really sad about the Artisan Crate going away, maybe give the regular ones a shot. They're really, really beautiful, and I do really, really like them. I just wish I had had a chance to try out the Artisan Crates. But I don't want to belabor that. I hope that you guys are all going to have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and I'll chat with you soon. Bye, everyone. Oh, crap. I can't reach.